Local towns hear the latest on pot lounges, where you can buy and smoke in the same place. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. In January, Colorado grants the first licenses for marijuana lounges, where you can use pot on site. Could a pot lounge be coming to Breck? Chief of Police Jim Baird.
That's probably kind of an aggressive timeline here in Breck, considering that, council hasn't made any decisions yet.
Breck is the second town to hear about pot lounges. Dillon Council got updated in November, and Silverthorne hears the latest at today's work session. So far, no towns have decided, although licensing could appear on local ballots with a petition.
Ideally, I would imagine they would want to try and do something before it was a potential ballot question somewhere else, maybe in April.
Another new law allows for marijuana delivery and party buses. Baird says Breck Council has no appetite for either one. Summit County's minimum wage work group is done discussing wage reform, and here's the verdict.
But there was not any sort of consistent recommendation from the group around we should recommend that the Board of County Commissioners adjust the minimum wage by a quarter or $1 or $5 or anything.
That was County Manager Scott Vargo. The work group's biggest hangup was tipping. Members disagreed about blanket increases for front of house staff who earn tips and those who do not.
It puts restaurateurs in an awkward position of giving an increase to what really is their highest paid staff and giving only maybe the same sort of an increase to the back of the house staff.
Vargo brings a summary to County Commissioners January 7th. The board has the final decision. This week on the State of Summit, Breck finally finds a developer for eco-friendly low-income housing on the McCain property.
Developing and delivering affordable housing requires partnership on many levels, not only with the town, but with other funding sources to be able to provide a long-term and sustainable product.
That was Kimball Krangle with the Gorman Company. Based in Wisconsin, they're getting into the resort town housing game with affordable projects in Vail and Steamboat and the new 140-unit Wintergreen property in Keystone.
Showcasing the partnership between Vail Resorts, Summit County, and Gorman to get that project developed to try to help address the housing crisis in Summit County.
In Breck, Gorman's partnership with the town means upcoming construction on the McCain property, a 147-acre plot north of town purchased more than 20 years ago. Lori Best with the town.
The ability to acquire land continues to be really an important strategy if we're going to be successful in meeting needs of our local workforce.
Other examples of land banking are the Blue 52 property and Pinewood 2 development, both on Airport Road. At McCain, another key piece is federal low-income housing tax credits, which could pay for 9% of the $26 million total.
It's very, very difficult to develop apartments at low MI because, when you're doing a for sale project, you can generate revenue to offset your expenses when you sell the unit. But with rentals, there's no cash flow coming back in to repay the cost of the construction of that project.
Plans at McCain call for 80 long-term rentals on 4 acres, priced at 60% AMI or lower, between $438 and $1,500 per month. Groundwork begins in spring for move-in by winter 2022. Tune in again next Wednesday for the highs and lows of HC3's recent waste study with the State of Summit on Krystal 93. In sports, the Avalanche play the Flyers tonight at 7:30. And in local sports, brought to you by Wilderness Sports in Dillon, Summit High boys basketball plays Middle Park at home today. Girls basketball is at a varsity tournament in Denver. Hockey faces Steamboat Springs in Breck, and girls swimming and diving has a meet in Aspen. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.